Hello everybody and welcome. I'm the GroundedGliscor, your favorite arm on the PokeTuber of this channel, and today I'm your coach of the Land Nidoqueens in the Alola International Season 2 Week 1 versus Eddie, coach of the St. Peter Guardians. Damn, that was a mouthful. Be sure to check out my buddy Eddie in the description below. His channel link is there. And of course the team you see in front of you is from today's earlier Teambuilder video. And just a quick run over as of right now, we see a Choice Scarf Kieran Black, a Calm Mind Leftovers Reuniclus, a Salt Vest Gastrodon, Wish Pass Florges, Scarf Heracross, and the offensive Mega Scissor with Defog. On my opponent's side, we see Necrozma, Infernape, Dhelmise, Gudra, Nidoking, and Primarina. And looking at this team, I see a number of threats he could lead off with, like for example Infernape, he could open up Nidoqueen, and of course he could open up Necrozma. Overall, I thought, in my own opinion, that it would be a good lead for me to actually open up with Kieran Black, because if you look at Kieran Black and then at my opponent's team, you see that Kieran Black can put a number, can do a number to his team offensive-wise. So even if you would open up something indeed like the Necrozma or something like that, I could open up with Kieran Black and just Hox it in. So I'm of course going to open up with my Kieran Black as my opponent opts to open up with the Necrozma right here. So because I'm Scarfed, I obviously want to go for the Toxic right here to put a timer on him, so in case he is a setup variant or indeed is going to be annoying later on in the game. He is actually going to take this turn right now to actually set up Stealth Rocks, as I actually opt to actually now swap into my Scissor, because I could do tremendous amounts of damage towards this Necrozma. So I go into my Scissor right here, and stones are going to dug into me, as we see that my opponent is going to go for the Autotomize. So I was pretty scary at this point because I knew what was going to happen, but I was really confused at the time as well because I'm not familiar with the Necrozma that well. So I decide to actually Mega Evolve right here, and with the Mega Evolution I decide to go for the U-turn, as we find out we are slower than the Necrozma and he is going to go for the Moonlight, and we are going to go for the U-turn and going to do around 45% to this Necrozma. We see the weakness policy pop, and I was really scared at this point because this means he is a +2 speed and +2 special attack and attack. So I decided to go into my Gastrodon, because the Gastrodon was able to actually live a hit if possible. But I did not know he was going to go for the Stored Power, as he's going to go for it, crits us, and we live and get Clear Smog off, so get rid of all his stat boosts so far. So the Toxic is going to take his toll right now, so he's alive for one more turn, and he has to go for one more Stored Power, and as you see, it is not even going to be able to take me out, and I can revenge him with another power right here. So Necrozma's out of the field right now, Gastrodon coming through, as my opponent decides to now go into Dhelmise, and at this point I want to just try and get the Skull Burn, as I'm gonna let Dhelmise take me out here with the Anchor Shot. So Gastrodon, great job already, and thank you so much, and rest a bit. So I decided to go with the Scissors to actually fair him out for the knockoff or something like that. So he actually is gonna go into the Infernape to take the incoming knockoff potentially, but I opt to go for the Defog right here. So of course Infernape is faster than Scissor, so I did not want Scissor to let go of it yet, so I decided to go into my Florges because I was able to take anything. Because now he's actually going to go for a Z move, which is actually going to be Z Sunny Day. So that boosts his speed by 1 stage, is for the people who do not know, and is of course very scary because his fire moves are now boosted. So he's now going to go for the Fire Punch right here. Gonna 2-shot me, but I decided to go for the Wish because that would have been my safest play. And Florges actually here is going to regain some health from the leftovers and can go for the Protect to stall out more turns of the Sun, because that was my initial plan. So he goes for the Fire Punch yet again. I get my Wish back and I'm back up to full. And I wanted to take this opportunity to actually go for the Moon Blast to break. To actually do some tremendous amounts of damage to the point that another monk could revenge it later. So we are going to do around 45%, and unfortunately indeed snack the burn towards us with the Fire Punch, which is actually Arma sort of, if you want to stall it out a bit. So I decided to go for the Protect right now to stall out the Sun. Because he's going to go for the Fire Punch yet again. And this is, now this turn actually the Sun is going to fade. So because we are still quite healthy and the Sun is gone, I knew I could live another Fire Punch, not Sun boosted. So he's going to go for the Fire Punch, it brings me pretty low, as I'm actually going to go for the Wish right now. Because with the Wish up, I am going to be able to potentially live another hit. So, as obvious as it is, I'm going to go for the Protect right now because I wanted to get back to full as possible. As he's actually going to take this opportunity to go for the Sunny Day yet again, which means he is +1 speed, +1 speed with fire boosted Sun in his favor as well. So Cupid's going to restore a bit of leftovers and take some burn damage, and is going to still be in the green and it would be a roll if I could lift the Fire Punch yet again. But he's unfortunately going to be able to take me out right here, and I'm going to go into my Reuniclus right here. And I'm going to go further, but the floor just could not do anymore. I want to stall out the sun. So he's actually going to use it now, so I'm going to click recover, because that was my goal right here. So I'm going to go for the recover, which makes Reuniclus with full health again, and is actually going to proceed. And the sun is not going to be in effect any longer. So I'm going to go with the scissor right here to take any hit Dhelmise wants to throw. And I'm going to go for the Shadow Claw and then for the U-turn. Because I thought he would switch out yet again. Or we can use damage off as we do. And I switched to German Black because we still have some HP investment. So we are a bit bulky. Shadow Claw is close to shotting me. And I'm actually going to opt for the Dragon Claw right here to take out this Dhelmise. And I know the Primarina swap could have been obvious. But I did not expect it to go there yet. So Primarina comes in, and I'm going to go into the scissor to see what kind of Primarina he is. If he was Specs, he indeed would be able to take me out. If he was not Specs, I was able to live. So he's going to take me out with a Moonblaster. I know it is Scarf, he's Specs. So I'm going to go to my Current Black, and I decide to go for the Fusion Bolt. Fusion Bolt should be able to pick it off from max HP. But as you see, I'm going to Fusion Bolt, and he lives at 1 HP it looks like. So he gets a Moonblast off, and is going to take down my Current, unfortunately, as well. So Furum is going to drop, so that means we have 2 months left right now versus 4 of his. And I now actually go for the Earthquake to pick off this Primarina because we were indeed faster. So I'm going to get the Earthquake off, Primarina is going to faint, and next he is going to go into the Gudra. So I want to swap Heracross out for later on in the game, and I'm going to go to the Reuniclus, and I'm going to avoid a Draco Meteor right here. As it was the Draco Meteor up yet again, and I actually wanted to go for the Recover right here, because for the Calm Mind, I'm sorry. Because I checked after Calm Mind, I was going to be able to lift another Draco Meteor thanks to the leftovers, the +1 special defense and the -2 special attack. So he's going to go for the Draco Meteor again, as he's actually going to drop me very low, but I took this opportunity to go for the Recover to stay actually on full, green health either way. So leftovers are going to come through, and he's at -4 right now, as he's now actually going to withdraw, and he goes to Atlas, his Nidoking. As I'm going to recover yet again to beat back to full, because Gudra could not touch me. And now actually the Sludge Rift comes through from the Nidoking. Is not going to do too much because of my Calm Mind. And I'm going to be able to pick it off right here with a Psy Shock. So Nidoking faints right here. Every Reuniclus is in the building. As Fabio comes through the Gudra and is going to go for the Draco Meteor. And I'm actually decided to go for the Recover right here, because I knew that Draco Meteor would be the strongest move for him to go for against me. So I get a bit more leftovers recovery right here. And we are going to be back at normal health, so we can take on more Draco Meteors if need be. So as you see, it's not going to do anything currently at -2. And I'm going to get a Psy Shock off, which is going to be able to 2-shot this Gudra, of course. So he is going to opt to stay in yet again and go for the Draco Meteor, but unfortunately he missed. But it's not going to matter that much because I clicked recover. So Draco Meteor comes through yet again, and is of course not going to do much currently at -6. And I can actually take the Gudra out right now with the Psy Shock. Which only leaves my opponent with an Infernape left, and Infernape is obviously going to drop to a Psy Shock. So that's actually going to be game right here. He's of course going to try something with the U-turn, but it's not going to be enough. And there comes the Psy Shock, and Psy Shock is picking off Infernape, and that's going to be game. So good game to my buddy Eddie right here. Good game indeed, and it was a really good match. Thank you so much for this amazing battle. And yet again, guys, be sure to check Eddie out in the description below. His channel link is there. Good game yet again. And I'm GroundedGliscor, and I will see you in the next video that I'm going to make. I will see you next time, guys, and I'm out.